It was a sunshine-soaked wild card Saturday with the top 2 in each event joining the 4 from Pool A and 4 from Pool B for Championship Sunday. In the tie-down roping, Marty Becker of Cardston, Alberta came out, the Canadian cowboy, hustling to that calf. Get him up, get him down, get the wrap on right there. And a nice time of 7 and 9 for Marty. Now he's got to hold up and see what's going to happen with all the other cowboys who are in pursuit. One of those is the many times world champion Fred Whitfield, doing what Fred Whitfield does. The Hockley, Texas man, going to be fastest overall with a lightning 7 and 3. What that means is those two cowboys are going to move through to Sunday. That's how it came down in the tie-down roping. Fred Whitfield at 6,000, Marty Becker 5,000, Al Bouchard and Trevor Brazil. But the important thing is to be among those top 2. That was Whitfield and Becker joining that field of finalists come Sunday afternoon. In the bareback riding, this is how it came down with Luke Creasy of Brownfield, Alberta, on a big stone bucking horse called Gold Dust, Palomino horse, and it's all about gold for the Canadian cowboy. Nice job, 83 points for Luke. At that point, he was among the leaders, and he didn't even get kicked. All right, here we go. Look at this. Stephen Peebles of Redmond, Oregon, Calgary's great bucking horse called Martini. These two get along very, very well, and the result is 85 points for the Oregon cowboy, meaning that those two will be moving on as we look at the board. There's Stephen Peebles at 6,000, Luke Creasy right behind him, and the rest of the field. But Peebles and Creasy going to join this who's who of bareback riders coming back on Sunday. In the steer wrestling, Hunter Cure of Holiday, Texas came out and blazed one right there, 3 and 7. Nice job for that cowboy. That's going to put him at the head of the class. They were chasing him throughout the afternoon. Wade Sumter came out, did a nice job. This Fowler, Colorado cowboy getting it done in 4 seconds flat, and those two are going to be atop the board when all the dust settled, the smoke cleared. There's Hunter Cure at 6,000 and Wade Sumter at 5,000. They will move on and join the field coming through to Sunday that includes the Canadian Lee Graves and a whole bunch of very tough American cowboys. In the saddle bronc riding, watch right now as Chet Johnson of Gillette, Wyoming on Calgary Stampede's Liqueur Whiskey. Chet, he's been hobbled a little bit, but made a great ride right there. Good for 82 points and a berth in Sunday's final. But it was up to Bradley Harder of Weatherford, Texas. The Flying Five, great bucking horse, Spring Blues. Those two get along even better. This is a sensational performance. 83 points for Bradley Harder. He's going to win the day and get a berth in Sunday's championship round as well. As we look at the board, there's Bradley Harder picking up $6,000. Chet Johnson with 5. Arnold DeMoss, Wright, and Herzog rounding out the top 6. But all importantly, Bradley Harder and Chet Johnson will join the field moving through to Sunday, and there are your 10 finalists. Ladies barrel racing, a lot of drama, and P.J. Berger gets it underway. Watch the cowgirl from Pauls Valley, Oklahoma, making a tremendous run right here. Her best run of the week by far, going to be good for a 17 and 43. Then, here's Molly Powell of Stephenville, Texas. She's riding her horse Whittle. This cowgirl, born in Pincher Creek, Alberta, the Canadian who's been a Calgary Stampede champion previously, making the run for home right now. Can she be fast enough? Yes, she can. 1740 is going to be fastest of all of them on Wild Card Saturday, meaning Molly Powell picks up the 6,000 in addition to a berth on Sunday. She'll be joined by P.J. Berger. And the rest of the field in the barrel race includes world champions Brittany Posey, Lindsay Sears. That's going to be a great championship round. In the bull riding, oh my goodness, watch Edmundo Gomez, the Brazilian. It's a sensational performance on a great bull, gunpowder and lead from the Braithwaite firm. Look at this, 91.5 points, best mark of the Calgary Stampede 2010 so far. Spectacular work by the Brazilian. But we weren't done because we had one more berth to settle for Championship Sunday. And Aaron Roy of Yellowgrass, Saskatchewan has a tremendous bull from the Big Stone firm called 7 Seconds. They often don't ride this bull for more than 2 or 3 seconds. But Aaron Roy rode the full 8 right here, and he's going to qualify with 86 points coming back on Championship Sunday. You're going to see some emotion from the cowboy, more than you usually see from that quiet-spoken Saskatchewan man. Edmundo Gomez, there's the 6,000. Aaron Roy next. Those two moving through to Sunday. With the rest of the field that includes Canadians Scott Schiffner, Kyle German, and Tyler Thompson, it's going to be a great bull riding championship. That's how it came down on a super wild card Saturday at the 2010 Calgary Stampede.